The spirit in the village well. In the remote village of Nandipur, nestled between dense forests and forgotten footpaths, stood an ancient stone well. It was said to be bottomless, older than the village itself. The elders warned children not to go near it. The well sees your soul, they whispered, and if it finds you lacking, it keeps you. For generations, the villagers lived with silent fear. But none dared to investigate. That changed the day 10-year-old Aarav disappeared. He was last seen leaning over the edge of the well, staring into the inky darkness. When his mother arrived moments later, only his red scarf remained, fluttering by the moss-covered stones. No scream. No splash. Just gone. Panic gripped Nandipur. Aarav wasn't the first. The names of vanished children haunted the village like shadows: Amina, Raju, Tyrone, all lost to the well. The elders called it Daitya Kwa, the demon's throat. But no one dared to block it, fearing the spirit that dwelled within. 13-year-old Neel, Aarav's older brother, refused to believe his brother was truly gone. Something called to him, night after night, in dreams soaked with whispers. "Come find me, come below," the voice urged. Neel saw visions of water dripping, of cold walls, of small feet climbing down ancient steps inside the well. One night, driven by grief and desperation, Neel packed a flashlight, rope, and a notebook. He told no one. At midnight, under a full moon, he lowered himself into the cursed well. As he descended, the stone walls became slick and black. Strange symbols appeared, glowing faintly. Whispers rose from below, not of one voice, but many, children whispering his name. He reached a hidden chamber beneath the well. There, carved from the rock, was a spiral staircase leading into the earth. The air was thick, humming with ancient energy. Neel pressed on, deeper and deeper, until the path opened into a vast underground cavern. He wasn't alone. Hundreds of stone statues lined the walls, each one a perfect likeness of a child. Their faces were twisted in fear, their hands outstretched as if frozen mid-run. Neel's heart pounded. At the center of the cavern, hovering above a dark pool, was a figure cloaked in wet shadows. The spirit. Its face was a shifting blur of the missing children's faces, one moment Aarav, the next Meena, then Raju. They looked, it hissed, and I saw their truths. The spirit fed on innocence. It showed each child a perfect illusion: home, toys, love. When they reached out, the spirit drank their life, freezing them in eternal longing. But Neel was different. He lit incense from his backpack, a ritual taught by his grandmother. It was an old protection rite, one the villagers had forgotten. The smoke coiled into the air, choking the spirit. "You defy me with memory," it screeched. "You bring the past." Neel threw a locket into the pool, a locket that belonged to Aarav. The pool hissed and boiled. A bright light erupted, and the cavern trembled. One by one, the statues cracked, and ghostly shapes of children floated upward, released from the spirit's grip. But the cavern was collapsing. Neel grabbed Aarav's soul, now a small glowing orb, and ran up the spiral stairs as rocks fell and water surged behind him. He reached the rope and climbed, coughing and soaked. He emerged from the well just as dawn broke. Aarav's body lay nearby, unconscious but breathing. The others, two children long lost, emerged from the forest edge in a daze, confused but alive. The well crumbled that day. Its stones turned to dust. The villagers never spoke of it again. They sealed the ground with salt and prayers. But Neel kept the locket and notebook, a reminder that sometimes, courage isn't in fighting a monster, but in descending into its lair when everyone else is too afraid. And some nights, if the wind is right, you can still hear the whispers: "Don't look into the well."